before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On the run, it's McGee. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Let's go!
From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Sticks it in his belly. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Woodson. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the ground, it's McGee. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give. Finding an escape route. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys leading into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
On the option. Power football with the run. The Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the ball is free on the pitch.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense dragged him down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Brigade's celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll give it to the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Give to the big fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Navy will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house. As
they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. On the run, it's McGee. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He'll ride his man on the option. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says run. And they don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
Navy will have to punt it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Working that left side. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting his tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Give to the fullback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Navy will have to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Platt. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's McGee. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Hey! Convoy! Go!
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Navy quick to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Oh, they're after him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Hauls it in. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the tailback. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. An 84-yard drive there, and close to deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He's out past the 35. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Using his legs, it's Newton. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shutting down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. They'll go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Setting up the screen. Inside the 35. Brought down at the 32-yard line. line, picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And some room to work. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. The give to the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bryson. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Navy will have to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for space. It's Terrell. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes the easy one to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Here comes the option. Spins away from the defense. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The give to the fullback. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Run it with the fullback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Hand off to the fullback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with him. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Toss sweep to the right. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. down in the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Handoff to the single running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Owls come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're...
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Fullback's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Here we go.
The option look. Breaks the tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. On the option. Creates a little space. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on fourth. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. Power football with the run. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And Navy will go back on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Woodson. That's reeled in. It's Hutchinson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll ride his man on the option.
The ball carried by the fullback. Picks up 3. 2nd down coming up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
White 53.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Snagged in the middle. It's Hutchinson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Hand off from the shotgun. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll run the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. And give him the ball, reward the big fella.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Now the play fake. Under fire. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hutchinson. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
To the air, it's Woodson. Got the back over the middle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
On 4th down, going to the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Dances away to buy time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchinson. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw. Positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw again. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To throw, it's Woodson. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hutchinson. And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Hines is tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.